Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. All right, boom. Listen, the kid's on a roll, Dave. The kid's on a roll. So obviously, Dave's son, he's
more
going
talking
for
smack than anything.
Yeah, it's game playing time. Somebody's getting crushed out there. I know what it's like. My boys are still doing that. So we are live. Let's get the jazz hands going. Special episode of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. It's episode 1040. If that means anything to anyone, play those numbers.
1040. That's damn impressive.
Yeah, wherever.
Rock and roll.
Yes, and a big thanks to HiPoint, of course. That's been rocking and rolling with us for years. And our friend Dave Kawaka is here.
What's up?
From HiPoint. Dave, what's up? And also we have Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms here with us. And shout out to whoever's out there. I don't even know if anyone's out there yet on the player, but you are joining us live on player. Might not be any. Oh, I don't know. But it's us. We're here. Just us duckies right now. Maybe people will realize that we're out here doing this. Maybe most people might see this in the replay, but we are here on player, so we could actually do. Look, we could rub guns like this HiPoint yeet cannon. If I rub it too much, it might actually yeet. Oh, Walt's got his. What's that one, Walt?
That's just the old school 45.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to find my. I've had a HiPoint now for like 10 years. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, what's that? Oh, here's my other gun. Look at that. I guarantee you, I'm the only person with this.
HiPoint.
No, this is not a HiPoint. No. These guys aren't even around.
That's kind of nifty.
Have you ever seen one of these? You ever saw this? The zip gun, the 22.
I remember seeing them get shot back in the day, but
yeah.
Yeah,
official bullpup cool. Right here. Yeah.
That's cool.
Official cluster.
I got this one because a guy walked into a gun store and was trying to sell it to them, and they didn't want it, and I was like, I want it.
I'll take it.
I think they gave him like $60 or something for it, and then just gave it to me.
Nice.
Right. So
nice.
And I love it. Yes, I love it. Yeah. People have sent me
pics.
Yeah, we shot it. Remember that time when Patrick was here? He insisted on shooting it. You were there. You were here.
I probably was. I can't remember.
Yeah, I thought you shot it too.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, it literally charges up here. This is the charger. Whoa. And it uses Ruger 1022 magazines. So the release is right here. Let me see.
Also, it's semi-auto.
Yeah, semi.
Oh.
And
that's kind of cool.
Let me see how I get. There we go. See right there, Ruger 1022. Yeah. Some people might have shot themselves in the hand.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Might have happened. It might have happened. But it was designed that you can. So first of all, it's got a Picatinny rail down here. Ooh. But it was designed so you can also put this onto a gun, right, Walt?
That's how I remember seeing it. It was mounted underneath some of.
Yeah, I think it was
other pick rails and shit.
You know what?
That's why the charging handle's here.
I think it needs a bayonet on that Picatinny rail.
Yeah. I think we tried to do this. I think you tried that before and messed up something.
Get those old laser light.
I might have.
Yeah, I have to go back and look at the videos of that.
Me too.
Yeah, we got lots of crazy videos out there. So anyway, we're going to talk about new HiPoint guns that are out for the year of our Lord 2024. These aren't the first guns to come out, right?
Well, they're not out yet. These are. I mean, I have a small sample on hand, but they're coming out officially in January. So 2024.
Oh, they're coming out in so they're okay. So they're just why
they're in production now.
Okay, they're in production. Okay, yeah. And so did they recently get announced? What's the deal?
Yeah, we released these a little bit, announced them at the NHW show last week.
Let me go full screen on you here. Oh, by the way,
I'll still have to back up because it's
hold on. Let's see. I'll go to your camera right here. Bam. Okay, cool.
back.
There you go. So we're full screen.
Now
So
you can see the whole length of it.
what are these classified as anyway?
It's pistol.
It's a pistol. Okay.
Yep. So this one here actually is the 4095P, and then we're doing the 995P, so obviously 9mm. And then a new thing to really announce that just dropped yesterday is we're actually doing this in the 10mm as well. So the 1095P. All three of these are dropping in January.
Wait, so 40 cal 9 no, 45,
9
Yeah.
and 10 mil.
and 10. Okay.
So those will be at SHOT Show, obviously.
Yes, they'll be at SHOT Show. We should be shipping them by SHOT Show.
There's no way to fondle one before then, is there?
Maybe.
Oh, there better be.
Maybe.
Because I have an idea.
There better be.
I might have an idea for that. So.
Oh, I thought you might, Walt. I thought you might, because those things look like they need a stock. Hold on, let me go back full screen on Dave here. So,
That in focus.
yeah,
So we're gonna go this way, put it in focus, get
Yeah.
the light on it a little bit.
yeah.
It's the whole
And-
reverse turning. I'm not used to.
Right, yeah, of course. And we don't want someone to complain that you're muzzling your own progeny
Yeah, right. My kid back over there.
behind you. Yeah, I like your
Yeah,
your
so-
safe looks really full. You need a second safe, bro.
Dude, I do. It's really full. It's full. It's spilling out full.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah, so
no,
pick
we're
rail in
gonna
the back.
Yeah, so obviously, we did cut off basically the end of the stock, and this new piece is machined and put in. Of course, it's out of focus, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But with this new machine piece, then we'll put in the Picatinny rails will come with it. So obviously, you can mount up any kind of pick rail brace. But also, what I'm trying to catch it so you can see it is when you take the pick rail out, and there you can kind of see it on the side. It's actually already a round cut threaded for AR style buffer tubes. So if you don't need a pick rail attachment, you can do an AR buffer tube style.
Yeah, could you text me a picture of that? I'm sure people will want to see it. If that's okay, send me a picture and I'll throw it up here. So this is all new for you guys, right? I don't know if Walter has any questions, but I'm assuming
this is brand new.
Okay.
And what I'll send you to is the front sight, which is really hard to show on here.
Mm-hmm.
Is we're doing a new front sight that actually has high-vis fiber optics in them.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole front sight is actually a 3D printed front sight piece rather than just the cast metal one that we had. Oh, come on, phone. You're not cooperating.
HiPoint needs to sponsor a video game, you know. What video are there you play
Man,
video
that crap's
games?
too expensive, dude. What do you think?
What games have HiPoints in them? That should be like a bonus points and something, you know. Should be OP,
I can
as the
tell you
kids
two of
say.
them. I can tell you two of them. I have both of them, but
Okay. Oh, okay. And there's HiPoints in there.
yeah, the C9 in both of them.
Huh. Okay. We gotta get we need to get we gotta figure that out, man. Are you gonna send that directly to me as a text or through,
I just did. If that works, would you rather I email it?
well, let me see. Okay, no, I see what you sent. Okay, got it. All right, cool. So, couple of things I want to do. Let me first go to show off everyone the logo here that we did for the show tonight. As we usually do nowadays, we change the logo for every single show. So here's the one for this show.
That's awesome.
Check that out, Walt. So we got an eagle in there for Walter. Of course, the skull's always me because that's, my logo is always some kind of skull and crossbones. And the King Cobra is Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's what he said his spirit animal was when I checked in with him. I tried to make it do like a Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe.
Oh, that would have been that's really what it comes from too. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time to get it. I'll have to work on
That's
that.
all right.
See if I can
It's
make that.
forgivable.
Yeah, I can see if I can make that happen the next time.
At least that rifle looks like a rifle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, from AI.
Fabrication of AI.
Yeah, from AI. Yeah, there's weird stuff in there if you look at it. There's, the AI always does some weird things everywhere.
Yeah, but that's all right. I mean.
Yeah. Bad finger trigger discipline. If always in the AI.
Again, being AI, it's forgivable.
Right. Yeah. So let me see. Okay, let's go to that picture that you sent here so we can see the back. Okay. All right, let's
Got
do
a couple more
this.
variants I'll send to you too.
Okay, so here, Walt, because I think this might be interesting to you. So this pick rail is removable, and then you're saying that circle behind that is built in for a buffer tube.
It's already threaded for AR style buffer tube. Yep.
Huh.
Cool.
This will look good with a SHF something on there, Walt.
My question is, ahead of that, ahead of that rail is basically plastic, correct? And
Yeah,
is
so
there
after the rail, you're talking about the butt pad looking thing?
ahead of the rail toward the receiver. That's basically.
Yeah, like all this is still plastic.
Okay.
And this is machine. This is a machine
any,
aluminum piece.
Is there anything in that plastic that's vital to the operation of the gun?
This is yes, because some of the action, the bolt itself comes back in there.
My question. Okay.
Because that's the big question we've had that people have already asked of why do we still have this much material here? Because we have to because of the bolt action.
You just answered the question, so now I can think. No, hold up the cocking handle side.
Let me go full screen on him, Walt. Sorry, hold on, so you can get a better look here. Hold on.
I'm trying to. I know I have a.
Oh no, I'm going to the wrong person. There we go. Boom. Okay.
There we go. Okay, so you got the safety lever on one side and the cocking handle right above it.
Yep.
I might be able to come up with something. I need a space to run a rail, a couple of rails forward, a couple of rods, and that would probably work right in between there.
Yeah. So what about the safety?
I
What about is that safety going to be? Can we get a closer look at the safety? No.
There's a space. There's a space between the safety and the cocking handle.
And the cocking handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I know what you're getting at. That's cool.
We'll see.
So what was the development plan behind this, Dave, and how long were you guys developing this?
I honestly don't remember because we talked about it off and on for quite a while of literally chopping down a carbine and doing like a pistol format because obviously we all know the AR pistols have been stupid, crazy busy and they were selling like mad cakes. And it was definitely more being looked at right when the ATF did that initial killing of the braces.
Okay.
Right.
And so that was kind of like, oh, well, now what do we do? Like, do we still do this thing? And then, of course, when it kind of got overturned, it was kind of like, yeah, let's just keep on with it. It's going to work.
Yeah.
And the other reality is, too, okay, so if you need a gun for defense, you're going to be buying, the YC9. You're going to be buying the 995. You're not actually buying this thing. This thing is for guys like us. This is for the gun guys to have fun with, Yeah, is this thing still utility and usable? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is not for the average Joe person that has no idea what they're getting into with firearms. They stick with the standard carbine or the standard handguns,
Yeah.
So that's why we press forward making this thing because, yeah, why not? It has utility, but also it is fun. It's stupid fun.
Yeah, and you're not redesigning the wheel completely. You're taking the wheel and just making it a little different. Yeah.
It looks really cool. It looks really cool. And if you are like, I think every gun guy should have a HiPoint in his collection. There's no reason not to have it's like if you're a watch guy but you don't own a Swatch, or you don't own some watch guys may not own Swatch, but you gotta have a Casio somewhere. Come on.
A regular old G-Shock.
Yeah, G-Shock. This is the category I think HiPoint falls into. And what I like about, like you said, if you're a person who likes what HiPoint represents in terms of like affordable gun that works, that you guys stand behind forever.
Right.
I think it's cool to get something like this. And then the back of my mind says, ooh, there's lots of finagling that could be done with this in the aftermarket to make it look even, because it kind of looks space aged already.
Yeah. Honestly, this is my super dorkiness coming out. Wielding this thing one-handed kind of honestly reminds me of the 2014 RoboCop. Yeah, his gun was gargantuanly huge. I mean, the original is still the coolest, but this kind of reminds me of in a weird way. It just
it looks cool. So, and then you can have so how's the rules work with this exactly? What can we put on this? What can we not put before we have to get?
You can't put a straight handle in the front. Then it turns into an AOW.
Okay.
Right. You can still do like an angled forward grip, like the Magpul style.
Yeah, you can't put a stock on it because it's a SBR.
Which I was looking, I had a bracelet around, but I don't know where I put it. Yep. I could have thrown it on there, but
one of the fastest ways is unscrew that pick rail, throw in a throw in a screwed-in tube that's made for a
Sig brace,
the
SB
brace.
Tactical.
Yeah, or the no, SB Tactical. Poo poo. Go with the tail hook.
Boy.
Oh yeah, tail hook. Yeah.
You can buy the tube from I forget the other guys.
Gearhead Works? No, hold on.
Hank, I sent you a picture of one. Actually, I had a Gearhead Works tail hook
Gearhead Works
on the
tail
9
hook,
mm. On the 9mm.
Yeah. Right. Okay, hold on.
There's a company out there that makes a tube specifically for the tail hook. I mean, for the gearhead for the brace, and that's those guys are up in Michigan. They import some stuff and they make a lot of their own stuff. Oh fuck! It'll come to me when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. So this is what you're talking about, Dave, right? Let's see if let me see. How can I do
Can
this?
you scroll?
Here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. So right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that was one I pulled off my Sig MCX. So if you actually look and see where it's at, I've got it mounted low enough on the pick rail so that when I actually fold it, it doesn't interfere with the charging handle. So it's completely compactable.
Yeah.
But,
I think there's a lot of things that could be done here. Let me see. We do have a couple of people in the chat. Let me check and do shout outs to whoever is in here with us already. Okay, so I see Shooting Gallery. He's out there. He says, "What's crack-a-lackin'?" Gen
what's up,
Champ.
Shooting Gallery?
Yes, shout out to Joe. You're gonna have to go talk to Joe about this. I'm sure Joe has some ideas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like making a video. That's an idea.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Gen Champ is out there as well. X says, "Is it ambidextrous?" From X.
I mean, if the fact you consider the charging handles on the left-hand side, sure, but beyond that, no.
No.
Oh, okay.
All your controls are for your right thumb with the frame here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all basically
safety
same
right
action.
thumb, same magazine. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the carbines, just chopped down to pistol format.
Yeah, let me go to these two. Yeah, let me give you a little bit more room. Okay. Yeah, so and you guys don't make anything because that will be a whole different mold.
Correct. This is all existing stuff.
But, however, isn't it possible for someone to make something that can switch those controls over to the other side? Because what kind of room is above where that charging handle is there?
You'd have to have
well, I mean, now I've seen there's guys that make aftermarket charging handles that do thread shorter. Basically, it's a shorter charging handle that threads it on this side, so because the pull is still just that. And maybe you know what? It must have some kick forward too because now that's covered up.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to see your rear sight there. Is there a gap between the gun itself and that rear sight you have above it? That's what I'm trying to see.
No.
Oh, there isn't. Okay, right. Okay.
Where the shroud cover comes up, there's actually plates as how the screws for the rear sight screw into is the plates above in this section right here. That's where they rest and sit. So they're free and clear of the bolt itself. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was saying, because what I was getting to is, there's, I think that there's someone has a charging handle for the Ruger 1022 that could flip it over to the other side. Have you ever seen that? It kind of connects.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. It's kind of like an L bracket that goes over and then brings it to the other side. Yeah. But there's probably a simpler way.
I think the ones for ours, that I've seen, I think it's it threads in, but it has a plate coming forward. So when that bolt comes back all the way behind the receiver shroud, it still gives room coming out, and it gives it like a 1022 hook charging handle. I've never messed with it, but I've seen them. I don't know if they're that popular.
Yeah.
Might have to look that up.
Yeah. Let's see what other comments we have here. PHK says, "Hi, gentlemen," and Shooting Gallery says, "I have the same can that Dave is threading on." So there you go.
Osprey.
Yes. Let us know what questions you guys have about this, but Walt, go for it.
Can I tell a Joe story today?
Sure.
We're working on that. We're working on that big bore thing with Anderson, right? And,
right. That competition.
And I told Joe he was having some issues with his parts he put together. I said, "Bring it in the shop. We'll shoot it in the bullet trap." So he brings it in. We drop a 450 Bushmaster round in there. Go to close the bolt, and won't close. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on? Looking at things. We pull the bolt out. The folks at Bear Creek Arsenal sent him a 223 bolt head.
Oh, okay. So what that happened? It's a good thing you caught it. Well, I guess nothing would happen.
I went home and grabbed my 450 bolt head for my project and dropped it in, and it fired fine. But it's just one of those things you never know what you're gonna get.
It happens. So explain to us, or explain to Dave, if Dave I don't think knows at all. What is this competition? I think someone does this every year.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. They're kind of doing stuff with Anderson manufacturing,
okay,
and just building just a big bore.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% U.S.-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, boom, we're back. Okay, so Walt, sorry you got cut off there. I heard the ding, but totally ignored it. I was
like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's our 1 minute warning.
Yeah,
when that goes off.
Basically, Anderson's providing the parts that they can provide. Like my lower is an Anderson, but the upper, what I'm doing is they don't make that style of upper. So big bore build. So you build this big bore rifle. It's AR based. Some people are doing 8.6. I'm doing 450 Bushmaster also.
Okay.
And it's just, and then we're going to put it up, and people are going to judge it. The world will judge it. Yeah. So.
All right, that's cool.
I haven't really put anything together yet because my shop flooded after the hurricane.
That's what Hank just told me.
Yeah,
sucks,
so
man.
I've been a little preoccupied with people ripping out drywall and
I bet.
And people wandering are all over in my space, and everything is completely in the wrong place now because you had to pull everything away from. Yeah. So
that's nice.
You have to. I'm guessing you have to be really careful with who's in there because I'm sure certain things are locked up, but then
and most of the stuff is in the safe locked up, and
okay.
Some folks don't even know if they walk right past it what they're looking at anyway. So.
Right.
I mean, it's not like a whole gun sitting there. So we didn't have any issues with that.
Yeah, you can't sneak off that easily with a 50.
Shit.
I've tried.
Well,
you tried.
And there's none of that stuff really laying out right now. I was just getting ready to start welding a whole other batch of guns together. And of course, now my welding space that I work in has missing drywall, and everything is out of it. And, it's a cluster. So, but we'll get through it. It's not the. But I am gonna get rid of some stuff after this because I got a lot of crap.
Yeah, we need to have
a little bit.
Big garage sale over at Safety Harbor Firearms.
I got to get rid of some stuff. I got too much junk. So.
You should have a garage sale. That would be cool. We can, have some. You can do some burgers. I'll come hang out with you. We can let people. I can take people for little drives in the Cybertruck. If they buy something from you.
Dude, how much did that actually take off people doing that? Can I go for a ride in the Cybertruck? Yeah, I gotta go buy something.
You gotta go buy something.
Let me see that receipt.
Right.
Well, I don't know if that's going to be the answer, but
right.
Well, look at this. This could be the answer. Another glass of margaritas. So,
there you go. Keep them plastered.
Blue. Holy shit, man.
Yeah. Well, Walt doesn't mess around.
Yeah, they're the best. Yeah. So ask Lola about my blue margarita.
Oh yeah.
Or ask Hank about it. He had one.
That thing knocks me out.
He got liquored up in one drink. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a good drinker. Lola and Walter and Peggy, they're all good compared to me. One drink and I
cheap date.
That's my battery starts to wind immediately now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
My wife's the same way. First time we went out and had a drink, she's having one. I'm like, oh, I've had too much. I'm like, man, I'm used to girls that drink for drink right next to you. Like, go, boom, 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 boom.
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, so lots of work going on over there in the shop. By the way, Joe says he's going to win that competition.
Well, he might. He's going to send his gun off to make all purdy, made all pretty and like Cerakote and stuff. I'm gonna go old school on mine, but mine's gonna have a fun switch. So
yeah,
it's gonna be it's gonna be badass rock and roll.
Yeah.
So
also, Joe, you never
signs every time that thing goes off.
Yeah, but also, Joe, you never beat the boss. Don't.
Oh,
beat.
I'm helping Joe with his stuff. Come on,
Yeah. Well, especially then, don't beat the boss. I don't know if you know this. Joe works at Safety Harbor now. Safety Harbor Firearms. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm not. I'm just at this point. We'll just have some fun.
Right. Exactly.
That's cool.
So make some fireballs real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. PHK, which I just realized is Peggy.
My wife
says those are my blue margaritas. So there you go. Peggy.
With salt.
Peggy.
Yeah, I didn't know it's all in all this. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Motivating they are.
One thing I'll tell you, man, this is why I'm trying to convince Walter to have a barbecue. Walter is a good entertainer. His parties are fun. You get fed, you get drunk, you get desserts.
I'm always cracking Joe up because I say stuff at the shop, and he's like, he can't believe I'm saying this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's keeping it real, man.
Yeah, well, that's the world.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
We're in a strange place right now. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
I have people all the time telling me, "Man, there's going to be a revolution," and I'm like, "Oh, well, just chill down a little bit. Just chill out a little bit. Don't."
Yeah.
Don't
We listen. We try to keep we try to keep the show fun. We talk about everything going on in the gun world. We talk about politics and stuff like that. Yeah. Dave has been on here before.
Oh yeah.
But I've noticed this year people are exceptionally messed up. And so for example, we live outside of Gainesville. Gainesville is a big hippie town, and I could tell you the people in Gainesville are afraid of however the election goes, because they think if Kamala wins that they're in a red state, so they think that it's going to be a revolution.
They're surrounded.
All the gun guys are going to take over and they're doomed. They're going to get marched out of Florida, and then they think if Trump wins, we're going into dictatorship.
I don't get any of that. That's the most batshit dumb thoughts of it all. I mean,
did we have a dictatorship last time?
Right? Yeah. Everything was great.
Trump totally walked away. He walked away.
Cheap bacon. I mean, come on.
By the way, I'm in the camp that I believe Trump won the last time. I'm in that camp. I don't care. I have no qualms about saying that. But he walked away nevertheless.
$139 1,000 9mm before COVID. Come on. Chipped.
No, but I'm telling you, people are exceptionally scared now. There's like a palpable thing going on in the world. And it's happening here in Florida it's like people in Florida are happening like shit doesn't happen. There's worse shit happening in Florida than the elections.
Yeah, I think people watch too much of the TV, because I turned that.
Oh, for sure.
Dave, I turned the news off 4 years ago, and I mean, I might see some when somebody else has it on, but I don't watch any of that crap anymore. Even
Same.
Fox, all that. I get my info from YouTube. Listen to that. I get my info from YouTube.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Hank and this and that. You get what you need.
I'll check in a few outlets, and that's it.
You don't need that extra crap in your ears all the time. Just that blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but you could also, but most of it, and I'm going to say like 70% of it is crap. And if you go look it up yourself, you'll be like, these people are just straight up lying.
A lot of it's just filler. It's not news. It's just happy.
That's what happened when we created the 24-hour news cycle. It all became just filler and just speculation and just
because
get the ratings now. I mean,
here's the story, and then boom, in 24 hours, it's a whole new story.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like,
it's not. When I remember when my family came to live in America back in the 80s, early 80s.
Oh my God!
The news actually. So I'm pretty sure the news anchors back then were very liberal, right? But you didn't really see it getting reflected as much as you do now. And when they gave you the news, they did almost everything in their power to keep that news straight.
Yeah, they were just stating the news what it is, not putting a spin to it.
It wasn't an opinion.
Yeah. Now they are They are going out of their way to manipulate you, and they are the ones giving America a syndrome right now, thinking that however it goes is the end of the world. I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. I'm a gun guy. I already voted. Whatever happens at the end when everyone else gets out there, I voted because I won't be here when actual voting is going down. So, I'll be at SEMA show, but whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I'm just going to deal with it.
The sun will come up and the sun will go down. And
That's right. No, that's going to change. Not one bit of it.
America will be fine. We'll just
have a laugh
keep on soldiering.
Seeing, what is it? One top general guy, he's making the same comment of, I think if Trump gets in, I'm getting court-martialed. So, like, when people make comments like that, it's kind of like, dude, if you're saying that kind of shit,
what did you do?
You're probably guilty of some shit. Exactly. What did you do, dude? You're really guilty of some shit that they're just letting slide for now.
Is that the same guy who's trying to say that Trump is a fascist and
I think so.
And make all kinds of allusions to Hitler and all that? The more they do that, the more people get turned off to them because it's not true, and it's clearly not true. And Donald Trump is a guy who's been in front of a camera for decades.
Right, forever.
For decades.
He knows how to do this shit.
Yeah. And so people just don't believe that. I think this is what they don't understand. I've been saying for the last couple of years, they should just leave Trump alone. They're pushing everyone in the direction of this revenge vote. Personally, as a gun guy, listen, I voted for Trump both times. I think he won both times. I didn't want him to really run again. I wanted to move on.
Yeah.
But,
Lucas,
we're here, and this is going to happen.
Nobody's stepping up to fill the shoes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No.
Yeah.
And you can't have the mild-mannered Republican doing this. You need people.
You got so many balls.
I want a pit bull.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That says what
the rest of the world. The rest of the world needs to be scared shitless of what America will do to their asses if they F around and find out.
Right now, cats are chasing dogs.
Is your son getting wild? Is he getting wild and is he getting frisky over there?
He was getting a little loud.
Oh, he's not bothering us. He's not bothering us. I know my sons think they're badasses when they're playing video games.
Also does he.
They start cursing like drunken sailors. I'm like, whoa.
Every now and again I'm like, dude, you gotta watch what you're saying over there, pal. You're getting
that adrenaline gets flowing in them, man.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say what I usually say about it. It has no effect on anybody. Video games don't have any effect on anybody. No, they don't. They don't weaken the mind or anything. No, they don't.
I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think people who are already broken, it might have a negative effect on them, but it's just a modern way of people communicating and
Yeah, or if you're using it as a babysitter for your children from the get-go.
That's
absolutely disgusting and wrong. No. When my kid's playing, he's playing with me and other guys playing with his friends, and it's another way of hanging out,
Yeah.
Instead of playing with G.I. Joes, we're doing it virtually. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Your gun safe is open, and what is he doing?
It's right there.
He's playing video games.
He's totally fine. Yeah.
So that I could go out and lay 50 caliber machine gun out on the thing, and my son would just sit there and keep eating his dinner.
Yeah,
right.
I'm looking at a 50 right over there right now. My kids grew up with those things, and they have the guns, and they shoot the guns, and they play a lot of video games, but they also go hang out with their friends. They go do stuff. It's just, you know what? When we grew up, you used to go out in the street and do all that kind of stuff.
Ride my bike and ride my bike and ride my bike and
That's kind of lost, but hopefully we can get it back. Hopefully there'll be a way we can get some of that back. Yeah.
Jump ramps and look for things, trouble.
My daughter's a trip. Like I said, the safe door's open, and she'll come in here to ask me something, and the next thing she'll go walk in and she'll step on the edge of the safe door and stand there and just like this, just look around. She goes, wow, Daddy. I'm like, what? She goes, your guns are beautiful. I'm like, oh, you're so ate up. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Is this a picture of your son?
Yeah, that's him shooting my MP5. That was we did a zombie shoot on Sunday. So he was running
cool.
my MP5. This was actually this is after the shoot. He was just doing a burn down of magazines. I think he went through like 6 magazines just as fast as he could. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. That 9mm not free,
Yeah, no, he's not paying the bill for that. You know what? It's cool.
Me like, all right.
one of my sons, their friend, he moved to, actually he's friends with both of the boys, and he moved to Atlanta. He works in Atlanta, but he still comes back to Gainesville and everything. It's where they grew up. But he just got into guns, and I've been texting with him, and he went and took a CCW class, and he was asking me, where do I buy ammo from? How should I figure out what kind of gun? I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, hell
yeah. So,
good for him.
Listen, it's the way the world is, and I think as long as you have a balance, like what Walter's talking about, we have to find a way to have a balance that we still actually get out there and we know how to deal with actual human beings, how to talk to each other, and then we still need to be active somehow,
it's the current world just kind of pushes that away, discourages that.
Well, and these things. I mean, so many times you go somewhere and what do people look like? They're just this.
Yeah.
People are not. I'm sorry. People are like this. They're straight down.
Yeah.
They see nothing around it because they're just that focused in the sense.
They're walking along the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's like,
what are you doing?
Oh, I see people driving their cars doing that. I'm like,
that's the worst.
That's how people are dying now.
Riding a bicycle and looking at their phone. I mean, it's like, come on.
Yeah. People, when I see people who are in a nice restaurant, like on a date, I get it if you take the kids, and the kids are like, I'm done listening to these old people.
Yeah.
But when you see people who are supposed to be on a date, or like hanging out. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Dude, I think it was a couple of years ago, we were in the process of building our current booth for SHOT Show NRA. And Josh and I had to go down and look at like an assembly fitting. They put the whole thing together, and it was just him and I. We go down and look at it, like, yeah, it looks great, cool. We're heading right back, and he goes, "Man, you want to grab lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's grab some lunch." He goes, "I know this cool sushi spot. It's like a half outside restaurant." I'm like, "Cool, it's beautiful. Let's do that." He and I are sitting there hanging out, bullshitting, and looking around, and there were so many other like couples or groups that were all lunch hour too. All of them down their phones. And he and I looked at each other. We're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like
zombie apocalypse.
Like seriously, man. Oh, it's nuts.
Yeah. The zombie apocalypse has been upon us.
Yeah, we just didn't realize it. We thought it was gonna be like.
I mean, we all live off our phones too. Like, so in other words, like I make a living from my phone. You've got to do marketing and stuff like that. Walter has to do marketing and those kinds of things. So we're on social media right now, but it's not everything.
There's a difference. There's a difference of me going like, "Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be on the show, Hank. Hey, it's good to talk to you guys, man." And like this. This is what most people are like. They're still on it all the time.
Oh, I've seen people here on this show that are on the social media while they're on the show.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's happened. I just, it happens. It happens.
I mean, we'll go out sometimes to eat, and I'm sitting there. Like, we go to lunch at like a Hooters on Saturday or something, and I got the phone, and she said, "Put the phone down. You're supposed to be talking to me."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you do have to remind each other. I mean, there's.
I mean, if you see my wife on our phones and we're out to dinner, it's probably because we're making our meal plans for the week. We're checking our calendars for other things as we're talking about this stuff. Though it's actively engaging one another, doing something, and then like once we're done, it's like, oh, it goes down. Now it's like, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
what would you like to talk about?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. Let me get to some. There's a couple of comments. Actually, X says pork, barbecue, and margaritas? Question mark. So there you go. Yeah, Walt eats it all.
Actually, this was leftover beef roast and some leftovers tonight. So
okay, nice.
Basically, the leftovers you fend for yourself. You get what you get out of the refrigerator. That was leftover roast and egg noodles and a little bit of
because I got one hit.
Oh, okay. So Wednesday is leftovers day?
No, it just happened tonight. It just happened.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it happens. You have to have one of those nights from now and again.
No, I know Fridays over at these. Let me tell you something. The Kellers. I mean,
Fridays is Chinese at mine.
Yeah, Chinese. And do not try to interrupt that. You will die.
Nice.
Lola and I have tried to throw that off on Friday. Like, oh no.
Get some pizza? No.
No, this is happening. Everyone's got their taste buds ready for Chinese food.
I could have something else, but other folks like.
No, it's cool. Yeah. No, I get it. Like when I was younger, like, let's say my dad got paid, we would get pizza. You know, like if I think it was a Friday or something back then.
I remember pizza was always Friday night for us. Pizza.
Yeah.
Usually
pizza and like a movie from Blockbusters or something.
Yes, yes. That was like the quintessential Friday night, man.
Yeah. So X has a question here. He says, so time to get you guys spicy. Opinionated. Yeah. What's your favorite firearm company, favorite caliber?
Oh God, don't do this. Don't do this to me. I like
we got a minute. Hold on. This might have to carry on into the next.
I mean, if you look at mine, there's everything in mine. There's everything from a single shot 22 to you name it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right in behind you, behind us.
Yeah. This may have to carry over, and let's all bear in mind that we have Dave from HiPoint on here. So I know I'm going to speak for me. My favorite is HiPoint.
Oh, you have to be a shill like that. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
You know,
I'll do it. That's the first answer. Then we'll give all the other answers after that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind.
I didn't bring it home, Dave, but I acquired some parts from AIM Surplus.
Oh, I don't know if I don't know if you heard about this.
That.
Yeah.
They advertised HiPoint slides. And I said, well, heck.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like HiPoint Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know HiPoint is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? HiPoint is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider HiPoint.
Okay, boom. So
I see it. Stripped, used slide.
Yeah. So start over again, Walt. Explain this. Who was selling these parts?
AIM Surplus. That's how it was advertised, just like that. Stripped, used slide. I said, yeah, sure, $14. I'll take one. Actually, I took a couple.
Yeah.
So when the box showed up, it was a whole parts set minus the receiver.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, smart on their part. They're buying some used guns up or taking them in and doing that to them.
They were probably confiscated guns that got broken down, and they got rid of the receiver.
But you know what? The smartest thing to do, honestly, and maybe AIM's doing this, is take those confiscated guns, send them to the factory, let them refurbish it. Then when they get it back, if they still want to make it to the parts kit thing, they can still do that if they wanted to. I mean, that's cool. Good for them.
I was like, whoa, shit, I thought I was going to get a stripped slide. So I told other folks, and other folks bought them. And then, of course, somebody's already done a 3D printed
yes,
frame.
That's what, yep.
So I acquired one of those through, my friendships. And I haven't.
Of course, this is not officially sanctioned by the HiPoints.
Absolutely not. I mean, if people listening, they know better than that.
And I'd agree with you not doing that. That's bad juju. Mm-hmm. So, but the flood interrupted the build. But me and Joe both are in the process of putting. He's got the 380. I've got a 380 kit, and I got a 380 kit, and it had been written on with a marker like it was an evidence gun.
Nice.
It had like a case number on it or something. So I gave that to Joe, and we're going to put them together, and eventually we'll.
So are you saying the cops cut them up, or how does that work? Or they send them off somewhere to cut them up?
Well, a lot of times police departments sell their confiscated guns whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once cases are done with, they'll just get rid of the shit.
Yeah, once they're finished, that's money they put back into the kitty, so to speak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the presidential order that our illustrious leader recently signed is supposed to prevent that. They want you to destroy all the confiscated guns.
We're here.
But anyways, so yeah, AIM Surplus. I don't know if you give them the $14.99 now, you'll get a complete part set. But I did it a second time.
Yeah, it looks like they're out of. Well, no, looks like they still have maybe add to cart. Yeah, looks like they still have them.
So for all you 3D gunners out there.
There you go. You tell them I'm not saying it.
Go get your parts.
One of the kits I got was a Stollard, of all things.
Oh, that's a classic then, man.
Yeah, which
it's old school.
I found out later, people actually collect those things.
What is What is a Stollard? Break that down for me.
Just the older before HiPoint, when it was still all the same guys, but before the brand of HiPoint became a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just classic
super
guns,
blocky. Super
yeah,
blocky.
yeah, yeah. It's funny. Like I don't say I bitch people when they bitch and say that even the C9's like a brick. It's like you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about because that thing fits your hand.
You've
it's
never
ergonomic.
seen a Stallard.
You get the Stallards. Yeah, that thing is actually a bit of a brick. Like it's very squared up with grips.
Oh, let me see if I could go to this. Hold on. Let's see. Take this off. Boom. Oh.
There you go. They're still cool. The heel release. Yeah, look at that. Old Euro style heel release.
Interesting.
Frame.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a couple of questions to ask here in regards to this. One, you guys, do you still service those, repair them?
As much as they can, yeah.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
The internals, I looked at the internals of that to the internals of the HiPoint, and they're very similar. Almost
Okay.
identical.
So my other question before we go back to what's our favorite guns and manufacturers and stuff. So let me ask you this, Dave. Let's say hypothetically a person went to AIM Surplus and spent his $14.99 and then got a bunch of parts and stuff came in. Can I then now send those parts to HiPoint and say put my gun back together?
You have no receipt.
Is there a HiPoint frame? The question of that would be
Yeah,
no.
Oh, so there's no frame, no gun.
Yep.
There's
Serial
no-
number is
there you
everything. If we got a serial number, we'll service it. This is
Okay.
just pieces.
Just pieces.
Parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a person
Parts and
can't
pieces.
buy it. You can't buy a frame unless you buy a frame from someone who has
No,
a
we
frame.
only sell the complete firearm.
Okay, there you go.
That's
there
the
you
only
go.
way we're going to do it.
Just in case
Live
anyone's
NX
wondering.
listening, that's how it is.
Very wise move.
Yes, exactly. Okay, cool. So favorite guns. Let me see exactly what that question was. It was
Favorite
That
firearm company, favorite caliber.
yeah, favorite.
That depends on the day of the week, man. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it depends on what the sale's going on.
Yeah, it depends in what category also. Like
I love my Echelon right now. I love this damn thing.
oh, hold on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to go full screen with you.
All right.
So we can see what you're showing on.
That's awesome.
That's favorite firearm right there. Favorite. Let me go to. Let me go.
Hey, they are. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. My
So what
Echelon.
is this you're showing?
the Springfield Armory Echelon?
Okay.
I love this thing, dude. It just shoots like a dream. It's just awesome.
Now, what are you using this gun for? Is this for everyday carry? Is this competition? Practice?
Yes, and yes. All the
Okay.
above.
Okay.
All the above.
Yeah.
And are you in Ohio?
Ohio, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are getting cold right now.
Not
Not
Oh,
yet.
it's warm. Actually, right now it's
like
warm for the
60s.
most of the
It'll
country.
be in the
Oh,
60s
okay.
like this weekend.
Okay.
So that's cooling
They,
off for
they
us.
had some cool weather, but it's warmed up again. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been the 70s again lately. It's been nice.
Okay. Yeah. I think it goes into categories. I think you have to do okay, what do you carry? What do you carry every day? Like I actually carry a Walther. And Walther doesn't even sponsor us anymore or anything like that, but I like my Walther.
Another favorite.
Okay,
That's
hold
your
on.
carry gun. Look at
Yeah, cuz he's RoboCop.
This is the Wick stick, man. It's my John Wick copy right here.
PDP,
You
right?
know.
Yeah.
No, P30L
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, I see.
with a
Dave.
ridiculous compensator.
Let me tell you, with one of those kits that I bought from AIM, there was a compensator in there. And there
so
was
it was
a
the old
piece-
C9 comp.
And there was a piece of duct tape wrapped around the masking tape, where they wrote on it. Some police brain surgeon wrote "sound suppression device."
Oh my god!
I am not kidding you.
I mean,
I don't
because
e-
comps with slits are totally sound
Yeah,
suppression.
yeah.
Oh,
It has 3
wow.
slots in it and a clamp, and it's a sound suppression device. And I was I don't even want to take it off it because it's so stupid.
It's a
pathetic.
unique thing, yeah.
Yeah. I think
So my question is, and I'll go back here. I noticed on the HiPoints that I have, there's not enough barrel to get a grip. Did they make one with a longer barrel to clamp on that?
Yes, the old comp models did have a extended barrel, and it was just it wasn't threaded; it was just extended because then the barrel the comp then was a screw and clamped on.
Yes, clamped on. Yeah,
Yep.
made out of die
Yep.
cast, the same as.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's a classic.
I'm guessing
I
those are
can't-
no longer. I'm guessing those are no longer available.
No, the C9s were discontinued. I think Shortly after I came on board, and the CF380 comms were discontinued.
But you know what?
Several years
I got a sound suppression device, and I didn't even have to pay for it.
I wouldn't advertise that.
Well,
that's not accurate.
Yeah, because it don't work. It ain't gonna be no
right. It's not suppressing anything. Yeah, I think you have to look. So, like, what you carry, because I've gotten used to what I actually like. Me personally, I like carrying a Walther. That's what I carry. Like, so I home carry, and then that's what I carry when I'm out in the world. So that's one category. But then it's like, what are your guns that you think the most? Like for me, the gun I have the most is Glocks. I have a crap ton of Glocks, and then different ARs. I don't have any one specific company with ARs, but I got a ton of ARs.
But look at that Colt you got from me. You had to get that thing from me.
Oh yeah, I love that thing.
He got a Colt Bisley from me, a revolver.
What was it? 18 something? What is it? What year was that?
It's early 1900s. That thing.
Yeah. 1908 or something like that. Yeah.
Serial number. I just recently, I'm like all over the place. One day I could be looking at a brand new gun, and next thing I'm looking at antiques. I just purchased from Centerfire. This is just representative of it. This is a 90.
Hold on, let me go full screen on you, Walt. Here, let me switch this over.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? This is the I don't know if I'm pronouncing. It's a French 8mm Lebel revolver. Saint Etienne or and I can't. My French is not very good. I just purchased another one of these from Centerfire Systems, and it was a complete. It was a complete. I didn't even plan to buy anything. They got me with an email. I checked through the email, and there one is. It's like, you know what? I want that.
No, that's cool.
Hit the button. Cool. 8mm Lebel is the weakest cartridge in the world.
So you know what happened to me? So when I started doing this gun thing, man, it's probably like 13, 14 years. I don't know how long it's been, but back in the beginning, I didn't want any old guns.
Yeah, same.
You couldn't give me an old gun, but now that's
now it's like, man, that's
most
cool
of the most of the time that's where my money's going, to the classic stuff.
This thing is like, it's got a ton
our
of
taste
history
refined, Hank.
Ton of history.
Somewhat.
It's not special. It don't go big bang. It only goes like 800 feet per second. It's like, but it's just kind of.
But it's cool.
What you realize, like, so when I first started, I felt like, oh my god, I have to get all these guns right now. I need every kind of I need every 9mm Glock. I need every AR that exists. But then as you spend time in this, you're like, oh, I could always get these things. But then there's other guns like that Colt Bisley. No, you can't always get that.
You don't run across that every day.
No.
That's so Hank, for that Colt Bisley, Hank threw at me a Brownells Retro AR. And he threw at me.
I had to keep giving him guns until he agreed to sell it to me.
A Palmetto State Armory Jackal.
Yeah.
And right away I was like, you got me. Boom.
Yes.
Nice.
So, but you know what? It was worth it. And then now, What was the last thing? Oh, you know what? I got an arm pistol. Do you know what the arm pistol?
Oh, the Bushmaster arm pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are those are kind of cool and neat.
And they don't really make them anymore. I collect bullpups. That's why I was showing you guys this. Like, this is a bullpup I collect.
Right.
Any bullpup gun I want to own.
Okay. So, what's your favorite bullpup?
Well, Walter was just about to say that he gave me a Walther bullpup, which I love. 22. Yeah, bullpup 22.
I didn't have any liking for that thing, and Hank's like, "I'll take it." So I said, "Here, you can have it."
Yeah,
right. Nice.
But to answer.
They don't make those anymore.
No, they don't make those, no. And we had Walther on, and those guys are like, wait a second, Walter just gave you one of those? Because we're trying to get them.
You can have it. I don't care.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on a second. My favorite bullpup.
It's like an old girlfriend you're tired of. You can have her. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to say that my favorite bullpup is that arm pistol, because I've tried to get my hands on one for so long.
Yeah, he was jonesing for that for a long time.
Yeah, but really and truly, probably my favorite bullpup that I have, It's going to be tough.
See, you can't make a decision because you like it all.
Yeah, I would have to do 2. I like my IW. I like my Tavor, and I have an X95, but I like the Tavor, and I have a Century Arms AK-74 bullpup.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember
Dave,
those.
that thing is nothing. It's nothing.
No, so Walter says nothing special. I love that thing. And by the way, gun guys have tried to get that thing off me multiple times.
They're not those parts kits. Those kits to make it into that are not available.
Yeah, they're not available. And then a lot of them that Century Arms put out didn't work. Mine works perfectly. And then also Century Arms was out there buying them back and destroying them and stuff like that at one point. I think.
Shit.
Look at the HiPoint.
I think so. I
HiPoint,
could be wrong. Mm-hmm.
The HiPoint carbine is a bullpup.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, no, we put it in a.
If you have the stock on the back of that, it's basically like a bullpup.
I mean, yeah, your action's technically behind a trigger.
Is the action taking? Yeah, is the action taking place behind there?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like a pistol, though. I mean, even the carbine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of action is kind of behind it, but I don't know.
Is it behind the trigger? That's a good question.
I mean, your bullet's gonna sit right about in here, but everything else is behind the trigger technically.
It has that bullpup feel, you know.
But you can always drop in the high tower bullpup chassis and then
Yes, yeah.
which
Then you're really you're pupping.
Yeah. Now I only collect. Here's another thing. I only collect bullpups. There were actually bullpups from the manufacturer. Right. So like that that Century Arms was not originally a bullpup. But hold on a second. But Century Arms put it together.
They
they sold it like that. So that's official.
I'll give it.
Yeah. So if HiPoint, for example, was started buying some of those kits and then selling them, that's official. Yeah, that's HiPoint selling it.
Nice.
That's my only rule.
I remember seeing those Century AKs bullpups, and I kicked myself for not getting them, mainly because I always wanted to build one out like in the movie Soldier with Kurt Russell, where their main guns were those AK bullpups, but with a long barrel shroud on it, and it just looked cool because I like that aesthetic. I like that sci-fi crazy aesthetic.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn it, I would still do that if I could, but it's just
I love a movie gun, man. Nothing makes me happier than a movie gun. I recently bought off Joe a Tech 9.
Oh my God. Big Trouble in Little China, baby.
Yes, it's on a lot of movies.
One time at a place I worked that day before I was a FFL, a guy goes, "Man, I got a Uzi for sale. You want it?" And I'm like, "You have an Uzi for sale, really?"
Who was this that had a Uzi?
He shows up with a Tech 9, and he's calling it.
Oh God,
that happens.
There ain't no Uzi.
No.
I've mixed up Mac 10s and all that, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
it happens. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would love to get one of those, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
I had an open bolt Mac 10. When you could still buy an open bolt, and I sold it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, and I sold it.
I love a movie gun. Nothing thrills me more. And by the way, that's one of the things I like about bullpups. That bullpups are still in movies. Yeah. So I have a FN FS 2000. You see that in movies all the time.
Yep.
Because it just looks sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with the Tavor.
I saw that was the Splinter Cell game series. That was your rifle. Was an FS 2000. It's like, look at this thing. And then they came out. I was like, oh my God, I gotta have one of these things.
It's a big boat. It's a big piece of plastic, but it's awesome.
Yeah. Right.
I totally love it. What is Walter getting out of the?
I have no idea. Bullpup. Just be quiet.
So what? He's getting a bullpup.
Oh, grabbing his AUG.
Oh yeah, he's grabbing.
And these are special AUG because these are nylogs.
Hold on. Let me go. Boom.
So this is a 3D printed receiver.
Oh really?
Dave, did you not get up on this?
No.
Yeah. Okay, did you know you can make your own AUG?
Here's the backstory. My friend Richard Hughes, or our friend Richard Hughes, Flying Rich, is...
I know. I met Rich.
Yeah, you know Rich. He's buying AUG parts kits, and I thought to myself, well, if Rich is buying an AUG parts kit, that must mean somebody's going to 3D print receivers.
Yep. We have a video. We have a video on this, Dave, where we have like 8 of these things.
No,
we have a mix. We have real ones and yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that video you guys do, like, because you like dual wielding them at one point, weren't you?
Yeah.
Mine was the only one that finished the whole magazine.
Yeah.
So when Rich was buying them, I thought, well, if Rich is buying them, he must have something he's doing.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and bought one, and then I bought another one from Centerfire. When I get the kits and I look at them side by side, one of them's right-handed and the other's a left-handed gun.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this happens to be a right-handed gun, and the other one will have the ejection port on this side over here, and it'll be a lefty. So you can technically dual wield.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I'm a lefty. Cool. I'm lefty. I pick up left-handed. So
yeah. Okay. So everyone in the crew, I don't have a Nylog. I have a regular AUG. But all these guys, Walter did both. I think Patrick has both now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so now, yeah.
Yeah, and then Rich also has both as well, because Rich has several.
Several of them. Yeah.
If you want to, we could hook you up, Dave. But these people are going to ask about parts for 3D printing.
Oh God,
I can't.
So what it is?
Last thing I need.
K8, you can use an AR barrel and modify it, but CAC, they do a barrel and they do a gas port. You can modify the existing gas port and use it. And then with the 3D parts, you got yourself a dirt cheap.
Too cool.
AUG. That to me, that's what brought me to it. What I liked about it was because you were making the parts, and normally without the receiver parts, you got nothing because there's nobody making a metal AUG receiver that I know of. But when you 3D print the parts, put it together, and make it into a semi-auto, which these are, by the way, if anybody's listening.
Yeah,
that's too cool.
This is the coolest. This is the coolest 3D thing I've seen this entire year.
That's badass.
You take a pile of parts that are just basically junk if you don't have a receiver, and you make it into a cool gun. And the AUG is such a classic bullpup.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
What is dollar?
It's still up there. It's actually pretty cool. What did they wait? Hold on. Cool. What are these things going for nowadays? We got to find out what they're going for.
I don't know exactly, but I know there's a following for the Stoller.
Yeah, collectors can drive
150. This one has 150 on it.
That's cheap. I mean,
yeah,
150. Oh, no longer available. Do you guys have archives of your stuff, HiPoint?
That's the funny thing from when Tom, the original guy that did it all. No, they really don't.
No.
Joe, who's running now, Joe and his guys, they've been going back, and they've got local shops hitting them up when they get some of these guns, and they've been creating and building an archive. So they're working on it. Yeah,
museum. Yeah.
Because otherwise, they just built the shit, made it, and was an update. They made it and kept going.
I know somebody with a special muzzle brake thing. Please mark muzzle brake.
We should see if we could help you to build the archive on it. So if anyone out there sees any of this old stuff,
I would give that to you so you could say, "Look how stupid these people are."
We know how stupid these people are.
No, I think it is good to have some of those things. It's cool, and you can have like a display somewhere where you can actually see the history of it. So if anyone comes across anything like that, let me or Walter or Dave know. And it's always good to have those to put those things together.
Anybody got one of those special extended barrels? I need that from my special.
Yeah, those are definitely hard to come by.
We'll shoot the masking tape off it just for fun.
Yeah. Let's see. X says that AUG. He's doing the I guess it's the hungry face or whatever. The AUG is cool. Primitive Hunter 18 says I got me a nylon. There you go. And then he also says there's a P90 that's 3D printed as well. Have I seen that?
Are those parts kits that common?
Where's the P90 parts kits?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We might have to ask Rich about that. I don't see Rich in the chat, but we could check with Rich. Rich is the guy who would know about this, Flying Rich. He's the guy. Let's just put it that way. He is the man.
He's the man.
So let's go back to the new stuff from HiPoint. So obviously, we've got these new guns out. Where do you guys see all this going? Where are you just going to have these 3 calibers? You doing other calibers?
Well, I mean, to say these 3 calibers, going off of this right now, it's the most popular ones: the 9.45 and the 10 millimeter. 40 cal. Let's be honest, the 40 cal is probably not going to happen. That's like a dead cartridge. Beyond that, doing this in 380 or 30 super carry, that's probably not likely either. Because how many of these are you really going to sell if you do those calibers? You know what I mean? So 940, 45. We'll probably keep it with those.
Okay.
It's the most common.
Exactly right. It is. Those are the now most common.
And those are the ones people like to suppress.
That's right. I have way too much black in my background. It's kind of hard to see this damn gun.
Yeah. No,
the lights and everything. It's like, God damn it.
Overall, I think it looks good. Now, inevitably, there's going to be the questions of different calibers and stuff like that. How is that? What special calibers have you guys made anything for? You mentioned 10. Is that it? You've got 380 in some things?
Yeah. Well, the 30 Super is probably the most different thing. We did the one carbine 30 super carry.
Really?
Or not 30 super carry. The Federals failed or semi-failed. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. The round's cool. The gun's cool. I mean, it's laser accurate. But
how
is
many
the caliber going anywhere?
Yeah. How many of them? No.
Not like 10 millimeter. Like 10 millimeter. Like obviously the gun industry is still slow. And 10 mil is still chucking along really well, but at the same time too, it's because 10 mil guys are buying our guns because it's the most affordable 10 mils they can get and having fun with it. And I get that,
But to me, 10 millimeter is not a blasting cartridge.
No, it's not for me either. But for 10 mil guys, I think it is.
I'm not going to go out in the weekend and shoot 400 rounds of 10 millimeter.
Right. I'm certainly not.
Right.
I mean,
there's some guys that will.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm sure you've gotten the request for 5.7. What do you think about that?
I mean, here's the big thing with 5.7. We've looked at it, and flat out is with our current geometry, like to do a 5.7 carbine doesn't work, doesn't fit. It would require a whole new design.
Okay.
Now, saying that isn't possible in the future, well, sure, anything's possible at that point. I mean, we have future plans and new things to do, but we're not sharing that crap. We're not going to go through the whole YC9 thing again and show you something and then let it take 4 years to bring it to market.
Where is it?
We're showing you this now. It's October. And it'll be here in January because these are in.
You said it'd be here in January. Where is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, come on, people.
So what is the state of the firearms industry right now? Since we got you, you're a guy in the firearms industry. What's it looking like? Politics and all this stuff.
Right now, it's very guarded. Everybody's like, we just came back from the NSGW. I wasn't there, so I'm telling you what I heard from my crew. Everybody was very safe with all their stuff. They were all really worried about how November was going to turn out, the election. Apparently, SIG didn't even give out like a pricing sheet, and they said they weren't going to until after the election, or that was the rumor.
Really?
It's like, I don't know, pricing sheet's got to do. I'm like, what are you going to, it's going to be higher or lower depending on who wins?
Well, I don't know. If things go poorly or get weird, things will shoot up in price.
Well, come on, let's be honest.
I mean, is the market going to hold that? If it shoots up in price, is the market going to hold it? I think people have suffered for the last years now.
You know what? The credit cards start to come out when it gets crazy, and
that's
people
true.
Charge their cards to the max, and then they
true.
go, "Oh man, now that thing I paid $1,200 for is $400 again."
I would say this to you, like I'm a watch guy, right? And I've been looking at the watch market, and that's the big thing that went up in all this stuff going on, right? Because you had China, the Chinese are buying a lot of Rolexes and stuff like that, and they all went crazy. I could tell you right now, the watch market is severely down. So I remember,
the economy is basically down.
Yes, people are not buying, and even China has pulled back all the buying all the watches and stuff like that. And
interesting.
Yeah. So there was a time when I remember the time when you can walk into, let's say I remember this was years ago. I went to Vegas. I walked into a Rolex and I bought Lola Rolex, right? That used to be a normal thing, right? Just like a regular your entry level Rolex. And I remember the lady saying to me, "You'll never be able to do this again." And then we went into that time phase. And yeah, I think that was like around 2018 or something like that. And then since then, the next year, like 19, 20 and on, you could not do it. You can go to these places all you want to. They're basically just for display. Not to say they don't have anything, but the demand coming from China and other places was so high. Well, that is pretty much over now. You can actually walk into these places and get things nowadays.
At a decent price.
So, yes. Yeah. Because that demand has fallen off, and that's a massive indicator of even the people who could roll like that are not rolling like that.
Yeah.
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 Well, because they know that the roll might get a little challenging. It's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Everyone is holding their cards right now. Yeah. So that same thing is happening with cars. It's happening with houses. It's happening with everything. And I think,
One indicator is the repossession rate on automobiles, and it's pretty high right now.
Oh, it's got to be insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, remember...
then you have major hurricanes and major stuff, and then that just everything's kind of in a state of turmoil. So
yeah. Kurt24 says just told Rich he needs to show up. He says hi Hank, Walter, and Dave. Yeah, so I think there are changes that are out there, and I think it's not if the firearms industry is slowing down, which is what you're saying. There's a slowdown definitely out there, right?
I mean, it's been slow. They're just holding steady with where they're at. They're not going crazy with any more deals because they've been doing the deals to move anything and everything.
Yeah, we've been pretty steady, but you can tell by the number of emails you get. If you're on, say, like on Centerfire Systems or these other distributors, I get emails constantly. That's because when it's crazy busy, they don't have to send you an email.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to let you know about the specials going on because there's no specials.
Yeah.
They don't have to have a special.
Now, you're not, like, what you're selling, Walter, is not a good bellwether because you're selling stuff that, especially when people are worried about shit, they buy. So, in other words, like, you've got, like, 50s and things like that. People are always trying to get their hands on stuff they think, it's going to get more and more difficult to get my hands on this.
Well, the stocks I sell, like, for HKs and stuff like that, that's another crowd. That's a whole nother world.
Mm-hmm. That is
HK
different,
people, and they buy stuff all the time, But some say for like HiPoint customers, you're looking at stuff that's more budget priced. So somebody might not have the money to get his son, or they got to buy kids the clothes for school.
Yeah, the average HiPoint customer is down because gas and groceries are way more important, and you know what they are.
And bacon's expensive, and everything's more expensive. So it's one of those things.
We're in a weird time. Like, so if you remember, for years, especially during COVID, there weren't any cars on the lots. Now there's an overabundance of cars on the lots.
Because they had the chip crisis. No chips.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We're still in the chip crisis.
Oh,
we're still in the
chip crisis.
We are still, believe it or not, we are still in the chip crisis. It's ridiculous.
That's an excuse. Okay?
No, I think we genuinely are still in the chip crisis, and it makes no sense.
And the automakers jacked the prices out of everything out of the world.
Oh my God! Every truck's $80,000 starting.
You're going to go buy a pickup truck and you're going to spend $80,000.
Yeah, that's
retarded.
What the
fuck are you talking about? You can't spend $80,000 on a regular old pickup truck. Nobody can afford that.
No. Yeah, a small pickup truck is in the 40s.
Yeah,
50s anymore, really.
Yeah.
And the average guy ain't doing it.
Well, the other thing is if you bought a car in the last 10 years, you honestly have a good car. You don't really need to change it, right? They've been building these cars better, unless you just bought a crappy car. Well, cars are getting built better now. They should really last longer. So you also don't need to change every couple of years.
I heard something where the average age of the car on the road now is 14 years old.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My Suburban is a 2008. You know.
Yeah.
So my FJ is 2009.
Yeah.
Am
I mean,
gonna-
but what more do you need than Apple CarPlay or it's very simple things.
Right.
Yeah.
I know in the future I'll have to get something else, but am I going to buy a brand new one? Probably not.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well, what's the features like? Okay, like so. For example, I mean, I bought a Cybertruck, but I'm probably a little bit crazy. But I like the tech, right? I like the tech, and I'm not actually planning on buying any more cars all like that. That's why I wanted to get the Cybertruck.
You heard this? What's the date today?
Yeah, I'm not planning on it.
I mean, holding to it, Walt.
No, I may have to buy vans and stuff because that's what's going on.
I'll ask about you. I'll ask that about.
Oh, my van is still in the shop. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that's a clusterfuck. I get a
my van got struck by lightning, Dave. So
I'd be talking to a lawyer already. So
yeah, yeah. So
I'd be talking to a lawyer.
Yeah, so we're working on that whole thing. But yeah, so that's the only thing I see myself like if it comes down to business. Now, of course, to me, buying a Cybertruck is actually business. I can say that's business for what we do on the YouTube channel. It is.
I used to make a trip twice a year to Knob Creek, so I needed something to carry all my stuff to Knob Creek. But I don't do that anymore. Do I need a Suburban? Not necessarily, but I like a Suburban.
Right.
Yeah, but also Walter, right now, to be honest, so your Suburban is how old?
2008.
2008. Okay, you can buy. We're in 2024. You can honestly buy a 2022 Suburban, and you're good. That's a magnificent. A 2022 Suburban is awesome, or a 2020 even. You don't have to get a new one.
Oh, I'm not going to buy a new one because I'm not going to take the depreciation on a new one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And I'll get it from some sucker that does every new one every year or something. That kind
right.
Of
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of that is happening. Like people who have to buy things are looking at a different way of doing it, and
I mean,
we're adjusting.
I mean,
we had a guy who works next door to us. He lucked out and found I think it was a 2017 or 2019 Tacoma TRD package. Got it for like $23,000. We were like, dude, you stole it. I think it had maybe 70,000 miles on it. It was like, that's a steal, man.
I mean,
that's more than half price. Yeah.
My Suburban's pushing 230. So
I think I'm at 180 on my FJ. I think.
And I just went to Miami over the weekend and came back and it's running just.
Your FJ will. You have an FJ, right, Dave?
Yeah.
That will always be valuable. If you lose your mind and sell that FJ,
no.
somebody out there will be very happy.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, I want to buy a newer vehicle just so I can turn the FJ more into a play vehicle. That's what I really want to do.
Yeah, I looked at what the Toyota's supposed to be coming out with an FJ. What I saw looked horrific.
Yeah, I've not seen it. I saw some like EV concept ones they had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like,
the idea of a truck is pushed out.
Let me see if I could find it new, because I saw something and I was like, "There's no way they can make this the new FJ because they're just gonna make regular FJ prices go, go insane." High. Yeah. Where did I see it? Yeah, I'll have to find that. I don't see it right now, but yeah. So I think what's the next gun show you're going to? Big gun show? Is it going to be SHOT Show?
At this point, yeah, it'll be SHOT Show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, SHOT Show. Then whatever distributor shows still fall in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should look forward to some new stuff is going to be dropping for SHOT Show, or
no? Probably it'll just be the actual.
Well, no SHOT Show surprises. You're saying right now.
No, at least not that I'm aware of.
For anyone to speculate on. Okay. Yeah. And then you guys have put out some things over the year. What are the other things that have come out?
Yeah, like this whole year was the whole M81 camo line of guns. So we did that in the YC9, the JHP 45 Gen 2, the JXP 10mm, and M81 camo. And then the carbine, same thing, 995 carbine, 45 carbine, 10mm carbine, in M81 camo. God, it's a mouthful. Yeah, those guys in God's Plaid, so a lot of guys are really digging that. We had the YC380 drop this summer. That was
I shot.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's a niche one, but it's damn fun. I think it's damn fun.
I think I put. Let me see if I could find a video here on this. So
because I'm pretty sure you came when I had the can on it. I thought.
Yeah, I think I put.
Hey, while you're at it, pick up some Hank Strange logo.
Because you and Kevin both came up when I had the can on that thing, and both you guys were like, gimme.
Yeah, I think I put something out. But who knows?
Yeah,
I know.
Dude, June was already so long ago, man.
Yeah. I know I shot video for sure, and I thought I did put it up.
I'm pretty sure you did.
So I'm just looking because this.
What's that?
No. This is a year old. And by the way, check this out. This video here is actually. I would have to go back so you guys could see it. This video is 66K views. Yeah, it's a year old. Yeah, this short.
Which obviously, so your listeners know that it's out there, but my God, I feel like I have to say it. Yes, people, the YC9's out there. You can get them.
Yeah. They are definitely
Walter,
out there.
People still call us and emails go, when's the YC9 coming out? Like, do you live under a rock? Like, seriously? Like, I know social media suppresses us, but it's been out.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't get on the internet, do that YouTube thing,
Right.
Yeah, I need to look into that. If I didn't publish that video, I need to turn it on. That 380 video.
You think?
Yeah. I need to.
It's not something stupid like I don't have the video, do I? It's not.
Just put a van in the background and he'll turn it on right away.
There's a big motivation for that.
Are we gonna have to can I ride a Ford van?
There's a big motivation for that. Now let me see. I wanted to show off Walter.
Oh, the flooded shop update.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you did the shop update, but you've got a short that I try to show off to people every time I can. Look at this, Dave. Look at this short that Walter did.
Oh, wait, yeah. Look at the 1.1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy what the hell is that?
That's the belt fed upper for an AR.
Oh, nice.
Which is now called Fight Light, and it's called the MCS.
Yeah.
I ordered that. I waited 9 years to get that.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
yeah.
But the belt fed upper thing and the bullet trap, people just go crazy. They don't know how to. Yeah. They don't know what to do.
I'm trying to get.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying. Do you know any companies that make these bullet trap, Dave? Because I'm trying to get them to sponsor Walter, man. For making these videos.
I'll ask the factory because I know they have a couple of them. I think.
That's great.
Oh, really?
I'll find out. I found out what they're using. Yeah, I'll find out.
Well, that's made by Savage Range Systems. So I sent them an email saying, "Hey, check out my video. You guys, blah 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 blah." Nothing.
Yeah.
And people asking me about the bullet trap. What's that he's shooting into? How does that work? Blah 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 blah. I'm not going to do a video on their.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, Walter, you got cut off there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like I said, I contacted Savage Range Systems because Hank said, you got to get a hold of them. See what they say. And nothing. Dead to the world. Nothing. And if you look at their social media, it's pretty much dead to the world too. So. Yeah.
They might not be selling a lot of selling a lot of bullet traps these days, but they could be. Everyone could be getting their own personal bullet trap.
Right. Maybe they just don't think they need anybody else. Maybe they don't think they need any social media. I don't know.
No, it's weird. It's weird for people out there. It's gonna be
free marketing. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where things go. I mean, honestly, my prediction is that Trump's gonna win. Now, I don't know what comes with that because do you think prices will fall apart? Things will get cheaper.
Man, I'm gonna say this. I would think that we'll probably kind of quickly get back a Trump economy. But regardless of that, man, what I don't want to see happen is like people immediately get complacent because he's in office and go, oh, we're fine, everything's fine, and just and sit back again. Don't be bloody complacent just because he gets in office.
That's true.
And he was not our friend actually when he was there.
No, he really wasn't.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of good things the first time. I hope we do this time. I hope he's learned his lesson this time. We'll see.
I think all of his gun stuff is. I mean, I'm not knocking Trump. I love the guy, but I think his gun stuff that he's been pandering is just is political pandering. And you know what?
I think he just needs more people around him that believe in guns. Like I think that Musk believes in guns, but he needs more gun people this time, and he needs to do stuff for the gun folks. Because a lot of times, if you look at it, we could probably say Obama did more for the gun people, or during the Obama administration, more happened for gun people than under Trump.
He needs to do what he said he was going to do the first time and drain the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I think that was
you come in and clean house with the federal judges like Obama did. By the way, clean house. You can fire all the federal judges and put all the ones you want in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Clean house, clean ATF, clean all these 3-letter agencies that are sucking the lifeblood.
Well, at least put some leadership in there.
I think he was trying to do it in a polite way.
Yeah, there's no time for that.
Now it's not going to be. Now it's going to be you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
You know,
are the Democrats polite?
No, hell no.
Shit, no.
It's a straight up Game of Thrones over there. It's the red wedding with the Democrats.
Right.
Or blue wedding.
If do things the way they do, the media and everybody else will be on them 10 times worse, though, the Republicans doing it. But I think that's how it'll be this time, though. He'll be like, off your bloody head. You're out.
He's
Get out
famous
now.
for getting on TV and going, you're fired.
Right, but even he knew that was different than coming in to run the country.
I don't think he understood. I don't think he understood politics. I think his first round, I don't think he understood really how the political system worked, and then he didn't have a lot of.
It was worse than he thought.
Yeah, and he didn't have a lot of good advisors around him, and that may be better this time.
Firing people.
Well, he's got to stay away from this family bullshit. Get these fucking family people away from you, the daughter and the son and all that. Because I don't believe. You gotta have some people that really know what's going on in the world, and his son doesn't know.
Well, I think Ivanka. I think Ivanka is not where we are politically. People might think she is, but she's probably closer to a Democrat than anything.
And I thought I heard more recently too. She said she wants nothing to do with it this time too.
Yeah, which is good. Good.
Yeah.
Also,
actually, when younger Bush came into office, he was used to Texas politics, where he got along with everybody, and when he got to Washington, they butt fucked him hard. The Kennedys did, and everybody else did. He invited him in to watch movies and have fun and do all that stuff, and he turned around and do him right in the ass as soon as they left. And you can't expect these people to play fair. They're not. That's their livelihood. That's their money. So you gotta come in there looking for blood. And
I agree. I mean, isn't that the thing that happened? You notice? Remember that movie they put out on W called Vice, Walter? I don't know if I've never seen it, but I've seen all the trailers for it. I haven't seen it. Yeah. So
the Kennedys jumped his ass, and everybody else jumped his ass, and then then he was like, "Oh fuck,"
So the funny thing about Vice, right, is that the guy who, man, I forgot the name. It's actually Christian Bale played.
Yeah, he played Cheney.
He played Cheney, and then what's the name of that guy? I forgot the name of the actor. The actor who always dances and everything played Bush. So anyway, Christian Bale famously said, like at the Oscars or something, of him playing Cheney, he said, "Thanks for letting me play the devil." So that's what Hollywood thought about Dick Cheney, right? Yeah. If you flip around to today, Hollywood, Democrats, they think Dick Cheney's some kind of hero. And they've got like his daughter, Liz Cheney, and Dick Cheney all campaigning for them, and they look like
Liz is a lesbian too, so that's high cotton.
Yeah, but isn't that funny though that he was the devil? Cheney was the devil. I'm not saying I don't like Cheney either, but it's weird. It's weird that he was the devil and now he's their hero.
Yeah, but he's celebrated.
Yeah, but here's something about Trump that I am happy about that he did. Those Supreme Court justices that he was able to put in have benefited us even when he's not there. Yeah. And I hope he gets to put at least another one or two in.
And that's what the Dems are scared of.
That's exactly
what they're scared of. Anything else.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
their big issue is abortion and this and that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Abortion doesn't drive gas prices down. Abortion doesn't drive bacon prices down. Abortion doesn't lower interest rates so you can buy a fucking house or have a business. So it's a non-issue to me.
I think Republicans, the problem I think in politics right now is the old school Republicans, right? And they won't get off certain shit. And I think they're making a big mistake pushing abortion as an issue. I personally don't believe in abortion, but I really don't care about it I think that's a thing we settled and we should just move on from it. I don't believe that I should pay for people to have abortions.
Yep.
I personally don't believe in it, but at the same time, I don't think it's a hill to die on. And there's some of these old school Republicans like, no, we're going to die on this hill and make it an issue for the left.
But they're falling into a trap when they do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the Democrats want, and why they're sorry about that. When they're talking about that, they're doing their monkey business in the background.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Trump is smart enough to not go along with them on. Well,
you see what his wife stand on abortion from her book?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
She's pro.
Yeah, she's pro. Yeah. As I said, at the end of the day, I don't think this is a hill that I want to, that I really care about enough
it's
to.
It's distraction.
Yeah,
if people, that's all it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I was just trying to make sure that I don't know what your dog's name is, but I was trying to make sure. Tucker, there you go, Tucker.
I would be very happy to see the Mrs. Trump back in the office because she's still a nice looking woman. Sorry.
I mean, this is not even arguable.
There's never been a first lady that could wear a set of pumps like that woman could wear.
I mean, if someone argues that point, we know what's wrong with them.
And I would be like, I got myself a trophy wife, and I'm damn proud of it.
Yeah. No, but I think she's intelligent also. You know what I mean?
Very intelligent.
Yeah. Girl.
Yeah. So
she has seen a lot. Let's put that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of things have been done to the family. Like how when I hear them talking about how the FBI went into her personal stuff, at Trump's mansion in Palm Beach, went into his son's room, and I'm like, what the hell are we talking about here?
It doesn't have anything to do about anything.
Yeah. No, but that's intimidation. It's intimidation tactic.
That's because the FBI has been weaponized. That's why.
Yeah.
Politically weaponized is disgusting.
I mean, growing up as a kid, an FBI agent was like the creme de la creme of cops, law enforcement.
Right.
The G-man was like the best of the best.
Big deal. Yeah. In the world.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah. Now you're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's weird that we let it come to that.
Right.
And I think
what did we do wrong?
I think that's the responsibility of the people in the FBI that allowed that to happen.
Right.
It's one thing that the news media goes bad, but when the FBI goes bad, or when people who are supposed to be there upholding justice, regardless.
Yeah, not the FBI. Every government agency. Since when do they become such politicized things? They should be neutral things for the people all the time.
Right. Enforcing the law equally on everyone.
Yeah. I think one thing they did wrong, and they may not still realize it, what state in American history can you tell me about that went after the president who was from that state? Did Hawaii go after Obama? No.
Yeah.
Did Delaware go after Biden?
Nope.
Did Georgia go after Carter? No. I mean, but New York went after Trump. And that's insane. And they went after him for bullshit.
Yeah,
right.
Shows you how just fucked up it all is.
Yeah, and then the crazy thing about it is, if before we even had the elections, I think the mayor's corrupt of New York City.
You think? You think?
I believe he's corrupt, but they go after the mayor of New York City on top of that.
Well, they should on that guy because he's
but I mean, it's insane though. What we're dealing with here is insanity.
I'm telling you, cats chasing dogs, man.
Yeah. It's like a movie. It's like a movie to see Trump do that dinner, and he's like talking about it, and the mayor's there, and then the chick who's putting him through court is back there too. I was like, this is like a movie.
Like a bad comedy.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Walt?
No, I got nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of craziness going on.
Well, I can tell you guys, my greatest distraction from all this bullshit right now has been that for the 6th year in a row, every day this month,
I know what you're gonna say.
Movie.
Yes, I knew this was coming. Yeah, this is what I
horror
want.
movie every day.
Dave is into movies. Dave is a movie. He has a horror movie. What is it? Horror movie. Once we hit October, you start doing horror movies.
Yeah,
31, every year.
31 days, so 31 horror movies. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'll be the first one to say it's not for everybody.
What have you watched so far, Dave?
Oh, dude, I've watched all kinds of shit, man. I've watched new stuff. I've watched a lot of old stuff. I mean,
What's the best horror movie you've seen during the horror month?
Oh man, see that's like asking like favorite gun too.
Yeah,
man.
like favorite gun. Yeah.
It worked that way. Here,
Well, we used to do movie nights here. I think I need to get back into doing movie nights where we talk about a movie that has a lot of guns in it. Especially since I've got like fiber optic now. That's
He's got real cable now.
Yeah, I'm not
I can tell you like it's
transmitting from a stone. Yeah.
How this goes is completely random. The very first night I watched the 1990 remake of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Because that was the first one I saw, and I had my kid watch it with me. Which he's grew up watching Walking Dead, so it was nothing new to him. But he digged the whole like everybody was trapped in the farmhouse bit. So fast forward to last Sunday, we put on a zombie shoot. We built a stage kind of like that. You were like in the farmhouse shooting out windows to shoot the zombies.
Oh, cool.
Okay. But anyways, I went from Night of the Living Dead to then I was on a Romero kick. So I watched The Day of the Dead, his second one from the 80s, because I love that one. And then randomly, the new Salem's Lot was on HBO Max, so I watched that.
Was that any good?
I enjoyed it for taking vampires back to making them kind of more monstery, which I think is a good thing.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. But then from there, I ended up watching The Shining because I was on a Stephen King kick. I love
Shining.
The Shining. I watch it like every year.
He's back.
I watched the whole Shining for the first time this year. I had never seen the whole Shining before.
Oh, dude,
that movie,
so good.
That movie creeps me out.
Here's Johnny.
That is a dark movie.
I literally watch that one by a couple of times a year.
Yeah, it's a dark movie.
I'll tell you about my Shining experience when we're not online.
Okay. Yeah.
God, I can only imagine. It's all over the place what I watch though. Old, new stuff I haven't.
Are you looking at any of the John Carpenter stuff? Like I watched The Thing the other day. Remember The Thing?
Dude. Okay.
I
know you can see. I have two Alien posters. I don't have any of The Thing, but yeah, John Carpenter is like the greatest. Man.
Yeah. So let me see if I could pull up IMDb. So the Thing has
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. It's got
David,
Kurt Russell. It was where they're like in Alaska or something, Walter.
And
Antarctica. Yeah, Antarctica, and then they get stuck. Let me see if I could put this up here. They get
a research outpost.
Yeah, a research team in Antarctica is hunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearance of its victims. This is on Amazon Prime, by the way.
It's great. Watch it.
For people who want to see it, and it has Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, Keith David. Very good, and it's about this. I don't think I'm ruining it for anyone, but it's about this alien that can shift into like human or any kind of animal it could mimic.
It replicates you.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
He kills you and then he replicates you.
I could talk about that movie for hours.
Yeah, but I love a John Carpenter is super liberal, but I like a John Carpenter film.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of good
Escape
ones.
from New York, They Live, Prince of Darkness, Big Trouble in Little China.
Escape from L.A.
I love that one too. It's terrible.
Big Trouble from Little China. Big Trouble in Little China is probably my favorite. Ghost of Mars is kind of like a zombie kind of thing on Mars.
Ghost of Mars is terrible, but I still like it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It has Ice Cube in it.
Dave, have you ever seen one of Hank's favorite about the Nazis on the moon?
Oh, that is Iron. What is that?
Oh no, I know of that one. I've not seen it.
On the dark side of the moon or something.
Yeah, it's Iron. I'm
on IMDb.
What is it called? Iron.
Not Iron Sky, is it?
No, it's not. I don't think it's Iron Sky. No, it is Iron Sky.
Yeah,
it is Iron Sky. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've not. I know of it. I've not.
So this is a great This is a great movie if you want. I like terrible movies.
Okay.
So this is an independent.
Face it that way.
Yeah, this is an independent movie that's basically it's very low budget. Actually, people paid money. People paid money for this, and the only known actor is this guy. This guy in here. I forgot his name.
Is that Cuba Gooding?
No, that's no. That's like a random black dude in there that I haven't seen in much else.
Christopher Kirby.
Yeah, he was actually went to Australia or something like that.
It must have been a low-budget movie then.
It was very low budget, but it's basically about, so in the 1940s at the end of World War II, the Nazis, including Hitler, escape.
To the moon.
No, I don't think it was Hitler. No, well, if you look at the next one after that. Anyway, the Nazis escaped to the moon, and that's where they've been hiding out.
I've got an email from Patrick. I got from Patrick. It says a message says, "Tell Hank to invite me."
Oh, okay. Right at the end. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me.
I don't know. He must have breaking news. Beep, 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 beep.
No, he just wants to come on to talk to. He's probably available now. Okay, tell him I sent him something that he could click. He could click through and come on. So yeah, I like terrible movies like that, but horror movies, I think. First of all, Lola is not a big fan of horror movies.
I don't watch.
But there are some very good. You know what I wanted to get into looking? The Friday, the Freddy Krueger movies.
Okay. I mean, those are 80s gems. I mean, those are what they are.
They're not real horror like you would probably see it as horror. But Lola is not into looking at those.
I mean, that's the thing. The horror is so like dynamic. I mean, you go from I'm looking at my list here from Bram Stoker's Dracula to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which was not that great, to The Empty Man, which was a newer one. It was actually really pretty good. And Empty Man was more of a cosmic horror, almost Lovecraftian kind of. Okay. Completely different from, watching Dracula or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which those are completely different. I mean, there really is a wide spectrum of what horror movies can be.
Uh-oh.
So if somebody told me they want to watch something horror, if you want to try and watch something, Hank, let me know, and I'll recommend some stuff. We'll get deep down on what kind of things you're into.
What's the best? Patrick just wants to show off, guys. What is the best? What's the best horror movie for a gun guy that you could recommend?
Is Terminator a horror movie?
Yes, the Terminator is a horror movie. It is a slasher movie. Yes, that is a slasher movie where instead of a monster, it's a cyborg from the future. Yes, the first one's a horror movie, just like Aliens versus Alien. Alien is a horror movie. Aliens is a sci-fi action movie. They're completely different.
You're going to have to get Dave on for this movie night thing because he is very.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. We'll have to get him on.
Did you guys talk about
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy
Back to
and
the
how
whole
Walt needs to
gun
watch
horror
it?
movie thing.
Well, we're talking about horror movies, Patrick. So I don't know what's your. Do you like horror movies? I don't know if Patrick's into horror movies.
I'm not a horror movie watcher. Marley of all people is the horror movie watcher.
Okay.
Peggy doesn't watch that stuff because that stuff gets in your mind and just goes.
She likes horror movies. She specifically likes modern horror TV shows, like Hill House, The Haunting at Hill House, things like that.
That was entertaining. And that was a whole different subgenre of horror too.
Yeah, that's her type of thing.
I get bored with that stuff because I'm like,
Folks, let me tell you about
sorry.
Law
Okay.
Shield. If you're serious about your Second Amendment
Marley, what's your
rights,
favorite horror movie?
then you need to get serious about protecting yourself legally. Use promo code
Mars says
HANK
Insidious
for
is
2
her
free months
go-to.
on an annual
I like
membership,
all those. Those are entertaining.
plus a locked-in rate of
and
just
the, I thought the first one was goofy,
$10.95 per month.
but,
Remember, the
The
fight
Annabelle
for freedom
movies, yeah.
doesn't end at the
Those are
range.
entertaining. I like
Arm
those.
yourself with U.S. Law Shield, and remember to use
what's the
promo
one?
code
Mar, what's the one
HANK.
by the Insidious folks?
Okay, let me see. Let me hide this. I got to put
what's the
all
other
these
one?
back in.
The Conjuring. Yeah,
Conjuring. That whole
Conjuring.
Conjuring, Insidious, Annabelle,
Yeah.
the Nuns. All those are pretty good.
Mar likes that
Supernatural,
universe a lot.
creepy.
Man, if I'm in a haunted house, I'm getting the fuck out of that. Sorry.
I mean,
I
you're not
ain't
wrong,
staying
dude. You're
in
not
there.
wrong. Get the hell out.
I'm going.
Yeah. You know what I think is probably, just off the top of my head, that's a good horror movie with guns? Doom. Anyone ever see that movie, Doom? It has The Rock in it.
Oh, Dune.
No, not Dune.
D-O-O-M. Yeah,
DOOM. No, you don't like it because it's a first player. It's a first player video game type thing.
But that's because now you're getting my next weird niche of me and video games. I've been playing Doom since '93 when that thing came out.
Yes,
so that movie was
100%.
not. It was not the.
It was not representative. No,
good at all.
I've even played that game online back in like 2002 or something like that.
Okay.
I played that thing online. Oh yeah.
Are you going to bed?
Doom. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've never been good at video games, so I wasn't like a super fan.
The Doom movie's enjoyable for what it is, but I mean, it's in my shelf. I have it. I mean, I'll admit that much.
So what is a good horror movie that gun guys would also like because it has a lot of guns in it? We got to think
right now for a really good one. Really, my mind's gonna kind of stick with the Terminator a little bit, but I gotta come up with something. I'll find something else. I'll come up with another one. Tucker, go lay down.
X says Duke Nukem 3D, the newer one. I love it.
I'm old school Duke 3D fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I still play the original Doom. I mean, seriously, like at an insane level.
Yeah, Jen Champ Jr. says Pet Cemetery movies were good in the day. You probably
the original is super creepy. The sequel was terrible. The remakes were okay at best.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my take.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of horror movies. Does Predator count?
No.
That's a sci-fi action movie.
It's more like an action sci-fi. Yeah.
I mean, some of your zombie movies can get more gunny. Like, you go with Romero stuff from Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead.
I was just going to say Dawn of the Dead has guns.
But you do Dawn of the remake, it's got even better guns.
Yeah.
Or
Zombieland has a lot of guns in it.
Yeah, and that's horror comedy, so it's a subgenre to it.
I like a horror comedy.
They don't have any guns. It's in UK.
What's the one with Brad Pitt with all the zombies? Like
World War Z?
World War Z.
There's not enough gunplay in it, though. Really, truly, there's just not.
And it's sad because if you read the book,
completely different.
It's totally different. Totally different story.
Different. I love the book.
Different story.
Yeah, the book should be like an HBO limited series.
Oh my god, if they had that. Once every 2 or 3 years, I will reread that book.
I should reread it again, because it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not big enough on the horror movie genre to
Eva. I'm on. No, I'm
to
not
really know
what has
the guns in it. These kids are growing up, man. The kids are
right.
Once mine gets out of the bathtub, I'm sure he'll come over here.
Yeah. You can wave and say hi. Look at the camera right there and wave.
No.
They see you and they hear you.
Oh, now she's getting okay. Her cheeks are getting all red now.
They can hear
she realizes people are reacting to this.
I don't think she thought it was real.
Yeah. She's like, oh, wait, hold on a second.
You want to give me some more water? You do that.
What is this gun that you're showing off there, Patrick? What you got?
I'm disappointed in you, Hank. I'm very disappointed in you.
You don't know
it's legit an old classic.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that.
This is straight out of...
Oh, right.
Well, I don't want to say on the internet, but there's a famous incident that happened that one of the guys had one of these.
Oh God, are you one of those collectors too? Seriously?
I know. I don't have it. You know, the reason I have this is a friend of the family moved to Germany and she gave me all of her guns. Quite literally, she just gave me her guns and said,
I have a buddy who bought that model for that very reason, though.
No.
And I was like, dude, come on, man, seriously.
Yeah,
no, there are gun guys like that. Go ahead, Walt. Sorry.
I like that style because it's cleaner.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it at first. That's the same top rare sight that's on the new stuff.
Yeah, this is the same.
Yeah, the size hasn't changed. Yeah,
it's basically just a stock and a handguard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah.
But you guys know we did re-release that, right? You can get that model.
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
You can get that model now, and the only differences are it actually locks open the last round.
Yes,
and the barrel's threaded too.
And what is it? What's it called specifically? This
is
the 995 Classic.
995 Classic.
Colors like maybe OD green or something.
Nope. Well, okay, the original one, there was like a marbled green, just how they did the dye. But the new release Classic, no, it's just black,
black, and black. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any place to find out how old this is from serial number? Do you guys have like a web database?
Send me the number and
79995.
Send him the number.
I'm not writing that down. Just send it to me.
Patrick is expecting you to pull up your computer right now and look it up.
I'm at home, dude. That's at the office.
Dave knows every horror movie, but doesn't know every serial movie.
No,
I know.
he should be able to tell you. Oh, that is a 95 gun.
What's your serial start with?
That was made in
March in 95.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just from that number.
What's the serial number start with? A or B?
Alpha.
Oh, that's old.
Is it really?
That's like, yeah, that's really old. Like, that probably is from 95, 96, probably.
No, that's actually kind of cool. Hold on, let me come back. Very impressive.
Yeah, alphas are old.
Cool. So this is of that generation.
And HiPoint will still service this, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. That's the thing I tell people about a HiPoint. You could buy a HiPoint. You could be the first, second, third, fifth, seventh, eighth, 12th, 100th.
Yeah, 100 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm looking it over. I don't think it's harder than shot.
And you know, the 995B there, or the 95 Classic you've got, will still take the 20-round mags as well, too. They do lock in and work.
We might have to try that.
What are you doing? Hey, no.
Yeah, Walter, what did you say is not working on your HiPoint?
Oh, I mean, the backside's smashed, so I got to get a new backside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know a guy.
We can just mail it to you.
Yeah. Dave can.
Oh, yeah. Eva, get down for a second.
Listen, when I bought I don't know where it is, but when I bought my first HiPoint, right, I did these videos back in the days called $100 gun. So I was trying to buy like a rifle for $100.
Can't turn right.
Oh, do you want me to go full screen?
I was trying to see if I'm trying to even line it up so you could half-ass see it.
Mm-hmm.
But even the new pistol variants here, we actually are installing that ghost ring rear sight in these. So you get the ghost ring rear along with that fiber optic front. So, you literally can aim it like a pistol, and it's actually pretty doable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. I want to see.
I should stand up against the green shirt.
Let me see. I could take everything off here and go full screen on you. Bam. Go for it.
So let's see.
Yeah, this is the new gun, Patrick. I think this looks good.
I'm pointing a gun at my face, so shut up.
Yeah, it's just not... Oh my God, Dave. Dave, let me tell you. No, I'm not talking about that. What is going on behind you is a dream of mine. One day.
Whoa,
one day he will have a little redheaded daughter playing video games.
Playing video games, 100%. That is amazing.
Well, she
just went right in as soon as your son left. She just went right in.
That's actually her brother's rig. Look at her.
Okay.
She knows she's going to get in trouble.
So mine turns 2 in December. I'm just excited for the day that he asks to play Minecraft. I'm so ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She plays Minecraft. We got Minecraft on the Switch. Then her brother and I play it with her. So we'll get a 3-person Minecraft going. She'll sit in my lap and play old school Doom with me.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so excited for that. This kid, I love having a kid because
it's awesome,
he follows me around. He is in the garage working on guns with me. He loves it all.
Yeah, he's a serious problem.
You weren't here earlier. I was telling you can see my safe doors open.
Yes.
And Eva will come in here and she'll stand on the lip of the safe door and just like this and look at the whole safe and just go, wow.
I'm always
beautiful.
My concern right now, because of his age, is opening and closing the door is what he likes to do, and those little fingers and steel doors. Oh, that scares me.
Not a good combo. Yeah.
But you cannot show that kid anything. Romy V, you can't show him anything. He learns first time.
Immediately.
Yeah. He's serious issue. I don't know if we're gonna see him. He's probably he's probably been scrubbed down, you know.
Yeah,
like prisoner 007 right now.
Yeah.
Against his will. Yeah, so let's see. I don't know if there were any other... Did you have any questions about the new HiPoint, Patrick, since you're just coming in?
How does the back work? I read that it comes with Picatinny, and then you take the Picatinny off, and there's a buffer tube spot, or is it adapted?
Yep. Nope, it's exactly right. It is actually threaded.
Let me go full screen. Hold on. Boom.
Yep.
Okay.
Turn the light the right way.
Yeah, so you take the 2 cap screws out, and then buffer tube?
Yep, you can take the Picatinny roll out, and it's already threaded in there for a buffer tube.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty
cool. So this way you can see it. So yeah, it's this machine piece is what it threads into then.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. That's cool. I like it. I dig it.
I wonder if someone could make a triangle stock for this that goes like.
Yeah, they could.
I mean, aren't there some out there?
Well, I mean, actually, what I mean is like where it's a. Have you seen those guns that are supposed to be like California compliant, but they're cool because it's kind of like a whole triangle in the back? The whole thing, from the grip, everything becomes a triangle. It's kind of sci-fi looking.
Almost like thumbhole stock-ish, kind of?
Yes, almost kind of like a thumbhole stock thing. So
yeah, I forget the name of those.
Yeah,
but California, really? Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
I know where you're going though. I know it's talking.
It looks cool.
If it looks cool, yeah. If it looks cool, it's all good.
It looks cool. It looks cool.
No,
I'm definitely about aesthetics. Movie guns, man. Movie guns is why my guns are all about aesthetics.
Yeah, I think HiPoints can definitely be made into movie guns with, with some practice. There's going to be some 3D things coming out of that particular thing, I'm sure.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that one bit.
When are you guys doing like a new magazine, or did we? I don't think we spoke about this. When can we get an extended magazine? I know you have an extended magazine there, but I'm saying,
that's the 20 round for the 45, and we've obviously 20 rounds for the 9mm as well. I can't say much on that.
Okay, so a drum magazine in development.
I know nothing.
10 rounds is 50 state compliant.
Just blink.
And there's still that 10 rounds, 50 state.
Oh well, of course.
I know nothing. I know nothing.
And that's what makes money. You understand that?
Yes, I understand. I understand.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe Shacho. I don't know anything either. I just know what I'm sure people.
Shacho, for sure, Shacho knows. Just showing that these things are shipping by Shacho. That's
the
whole point.
And what's going to be the price?
I think it's like $3.99 on the 9, and like it's a little over $4 on the 45, and the 10 mil probably similar. I'm not sure, honestly. Okay. It's that fresh, man. I mean, I put it on the website, but I don't have any of that crap memorized. I got too much shit going on.
Okay. Are you guys doing different colors of the casing? So can we see some, like how you're doing the new camo colors? And
no plan on these things right now, but the factory, you can get hydro dipped shrouds. So like the receiver shroud, you could get a new shroud in a different color pattern or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, we're planning on doing like the whole Ford model. If it's the color you want, as long as it's black.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's Chromie coming in to make trouble.
Immediately getting into the shotgun receiver.
Look at he's looking right at the camera too there.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I told you. This kid.
Improvised.
I think this kid was Browning in a past life. Yeah. He's gotten a couple of speed knots from pieces falling on him. It makes no difference to him. He bounces right back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've seen him try to take stuff apart. If he sees Patrick taking something apart, he goes and tries to take something apart. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's going to grow up fast, man. You be look at Dave, like, those kids are jumping on the gaming system.
When we first met Dave, I think.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah, mine are 11 and 5.
Yeah, man.
My goodness, that goes by quick.
About to be 12 and 6, actually.
Yeah, time is going really fast, man. When I started this, my kids were preteens.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now they're grown ass men, and they refuse to move out.
Holds it like a gun. Look, he's holding it like a pistol.
Yeah.
Don't lick it.
I think he's trying to look down the sight. Yeah, he's trying to.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Did I send you guys a picture of him the other day looking down the sights on a stock? I must not have. So
I think you did.
I had a customer come over, and I was putting a scope on his rifle for him. And obviously, you have to have him hold it, and I can move it and adjust it so it's ready. It looks good. And he's watching us do that the entire time, and he runs over. I had an SKS stock sitting in the corner. He runs over and picks up the SKS stock and is walking around the garage, shouldering it and looking out, just imitating what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, you gotta have jackets.
Hold on, let's see. It's gonna. Oh yeah.
There it goes. That's awesome.
Just the entire time he's standing there aiming out the garage with a big old SKS.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, he's gonna definitely be trouble.
Goodness, if he's
Yeah,
not
good luck
already.
with that.
Yeah. It's gonna be trouble. I mean, you listen. You just gotta, as once he starts understanding, you gotta start drilling the safety stuff into him.
We're working on that.
Yeah.
We're working on trigger discipline already because
Yeah.
he wants to pick up stuff that I have sitting in the garage, and the first thing he goes for is to try to pull the trigger. So
Yep.
we are starting there.
We
And
were.
that's the hardest part too, because then you get into you get in the room like Nerf guns though, and and they got
Shooting
to
each other.
have fun with it too.
See, I have
But
this.
it's-
I have this weird thing about. Eventually, they have to understand real gun versus fake gun. But yeah,
Right.
you have Nerf wars. You're aiming them at each other, so you can't teach
Yeah.
perfect fundamentals like do not aim.
No, you can't. You have to adapt with it and then
Yeah.
work with them as they
Yeah.
learn and understand better.
Yeah, you have to
Like
teach
I
them
said,
the difference between toys and real guns and all that. Yeah.
Like Sunday, like I said, we were out. We did that a makeshift zombie shoot. I built 2 stages. One was city like alleyways, and the other one was the house. Night of the Living Dead style setup. And one of my buddies, he's been an RO for God knows how many years, and he was like, "I'll run most of the guys." And I was like, "All right, Mason." I was like, and he knows my buddy Scott. I was like, "Mason, Scott's gonna run you." Here's the thing: this isn't a competition. This is just us. There's 9 of us out there. I was like, Scott's not gonna kick you out from doing this. It's like, but he's gonna stop you before you do something unsafe, and then make sure you're keeping everything safe. I was like, so if he yells something, don't get scared. Just stop and listen. And he was like,
Yeah, he's just doing his job.
okay, yeah, because like our stage was you were downrange. You had to come uprange, quite a bit to stay within our boundaries. And we weren't playing the USPSA of 180-degree rule bit because no, I'm not doing that. But it was a matter of if you're going to turn around, it's keep it down, and move around. And so Scott stayed with him, and man, the kid was on it the whole time running the MP5 and just crushed the stage.
I love to
It was
hear
great.
it.
It was great.
It's awesome when you when you see that. As a matter of fact, like I was on like Instagram or something a few weeks ago, and our friend Kevin Dixie, his son is in the Army.
Is he really? Holy shit.
Kevin Dixie's son is in the Army. I was like, there's no way this amount of time has transpired, but
Yeah, it has, man.
yeah. So it's cool to see this stuff, and we did that with the kids. Like obviously, we let them play with toy guns, but then we gave them Red Ryder BB guns, and we told them you have to use trigger discipline, point in the right direction, all of that. We let them go with it, and then they would go out and shoot at each other, and we would put them on punishment. Take it away. Then they would go shoot out a window someplace, and we would put them on punishment and take it away. We went through that whole thing until they got to realize, like, oh. And then we let them do like a rifle safety course. I think the NRA was putting on a rifle safety course locally, that kind of stuff. So you just have to, you get raised up in it, and you start to get it. But that kid is he's something else. I know Patrick. I bought a mule. Yeah, I bought a mule from the Babyface P family, and Patrick was showing me.
Not a horse, not a donkey.
Yeah, a Kawasaki.
mule.
Yeah, and Patrick was showing me something, and that kid was over there trying to start it.
He knows how keys work. He will get in there and try to crank the key on.
We'll make sure it does.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
He is smarter. He's going to be smarter than Marley and I both.
Yeah.
I think. And as he grows older, he's
Yeah.
a smart kid.
Where did Walter go up to?
I know he's on the phone yelling though.
Yeah, Walter, we can hear your conversation.
He's got headphones. He can't hear us.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
He can't hear us at all. Hopefully he gets off here. We got a couple of minutes before. We don't have that much longer before we get off. Let me see if there's any comments.
I'll take care of it. We'll figure it out later.
Who is he talking to?
I have no idea who Walter.
I
I don't know. I should probably mute him.
Yes, you probably should because he knows what he's
Let
talking
me go in here. Let me go in here and mute. Oh, he's
correct.
Yeah, he came and looked and walked away. Okay, I muted him because I don't think his whole conversation is supposed to be getting broadcast.
Patrick, I just sent you a couple pictures on
I'm
Instagram.
looking at
of
that.
Mason
Oh,
shooting.
man. that he looks tip top. I mean, that kid is doing a good job.
And that's really like the first time he's really actually done a run and gun with the MP5. He usually runs a lever action 22. That's his.
So here's how have you had guns forever?
Yeah.
Look at his safe behind you.
Yes, it's true. That's not a collection from the last 5 years.
No.
How did you deal with the telling him, or did you have to work on this at all? Of like, listen, don't go to your teachers and tell them Daddy has lots of guns. Because that's a thought that I've had.
No. Seriously, it's pretty much that bluntly. Yeah. It's like it's weird because you feel like you are indoctrinating your kid because you are. That some people are scared by this stuff, but that's the thing. With a kid, man, be that honest about it. Like, dude, look, you think this is fun when we go out and shoot. Some people are scared by these. Don't talk to your teachers about these things.
I'm waiting for the day that he comes home and the teacher calls and says, "Your son says Daddy has machine guns," and I'll be like, "Well, yeah, we do. I'm an SOT. We do have machine guns."
Right.
We're gonna work on all of this.
Yeah, it's better. You don't want your kid to feel guilty that they somehow got you in trouble. That's like worse.
No.
Yeah. So it's better to talk to them.
What was funny, I think even it was just this year, over the summer is what it was. He was playing with some friends, playing on the computer, and a bunch of his friends, because they're all on different systems, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, they all do video calls together so they can talk while they're playing. So it's hilarious.
How they're doing it?
That's how they're doing it. Yeah. If they can't get on the same system, they just use their phones. Not bad,
FaceTime.
Kids.
Yeah.
But so it's hilarious. So my safe is directly behind where they're sitting. So I walk out, pull a gun out, check it, and walk away. And I hear one of his friends go, "Dude, what was that gun your dad had?" And he just goes, "Don't worry about it." He goes like this. He's like,
"Oh, that's great."
Yeah, that's cool. Listen, we do need to wrap it up here. We got to start wrapping it up. I'm going to let these guys basically. I'm not sure. Walter seems like he's on an important call. So I'm not sure if he's going to come back before we end. Usually we let everyone tell you how you could support them. Obviously, we've got Dave of HiPoint here. So Dave, if the folks out there want to find out more about the new stuff that you guys put out, old things, they've got issues, questions, where do they go?
Yep. We're on all the socials, obviously, and to find all those, easiest thing is hit up HiPointFirearms.com. You can find links to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube. If by some damn odd reason you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram as well. So it's out there with my own shenanigans.
Awesome. So, and you're easy enough to find on Instagram, right?
Yeah, Kowalka47. That's me.
Boom. There you go. We've got Walter back in here. Walt, sorry, we had to mute you there for a second.
Yeah, I had to talk to Sean, the other Sean.
Oh, okay.
About the December trip to Belgium.
Okay.
Anyways, so safety.
You guys are hunting down some tanks, huh?
No, we're going to the 80th anniversary of Bastogne.
Oh, okay.
Where
what is Bastogne, like a big tank battle?
Just all right, let me use one word.
Oh my God!
Look at Bastogne and type in the word nuts, and you'll find out what. The U.S. general said to the Germans said you got to surrender, and the U.S. general said nuts.
Okay, I can't right now. Give me a minute.
Oh, okay. Bastogne and nuts. Okay.
That's in Belgium. So yes, I'm going for the winter rally in Bastogne.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, sweet.
It should be fun. Yeah, that's in December, middle of December. Are we wrapping things up here?
Yes, we are. Yeah. So how can the folks out there find you, support you, etc.?
Safety Firearms on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Player, and a little bit of Rumble. Same with Dirtfoot Racing, the mini bike stuff. Dirtfoot Race, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Rumble a little bit. And then there's Stent Parts, which is Stent Parts.
Uh-huh. Right, exactly.
You
know how to find it.
Yeah. Oh, if you type in Stent Parts on the Google, it'll pop right up. So
absolutely, put it in the Google machine. Okay, Babyface P.
Chrome Vandium Arms. Oh God, hold on, I got one sitting here. ChromeVandiumArms.com. I can't say that. I forgot. I'm not supposed to say that. If you guys need any gunsmithing help, gunsmithing work, give me a call. Otherwise, it's baby_face P on Instagram, babyface P on YouTube. Eventually, I'll post something. They're hitting me so hard right now on videos that I just
I've seen that.
I just did my crappy little P85 video. I got like 1,100 views, and it's monetized.
It's very random. It's very random, Walt.
Make a whole new channel because
I think I made $1.09. Come
on, Walter. I can't even get that many views with 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's incredibly random right now. Yeah. Okay. Listen. So big thanks to everyone for joining us. All the folks we don't usually do this on this day, special edition. We got Dave to come in, so big thanks to everyone out there. Thanks to Dave for coming in, showing us, answering questions, and it was great having this conversation. Make sure you follow Dave out on social media, as he said, on Instagram. Same thing with Walter and Babyface P.
Dave,
we're all out there. Yeah, you guys can't see me right now, but I'm holding up my HiPoint. So there you go. Just
it's missing something up there. And I just realized there's no front side on this gun.
Yeah,
I can drop on the mail to you.
You don't need no front sides, man.
You don't need no stinking front sides. Yeah. All right, so listen, we are out of here, guys. We'll see you. Big thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next one. Let me see. Let me hit the buttons here.
Hit the button. Say it fast. I'm dying.